he decided to do for a moment. Looking at his expansion here, making a couple more drones, and not really too concerned. He sees the changeling running circles around his army, selects it, realizes it's a changeling finally, and I guess he's just gonna let it live. I don't know what his plan is here. Oh, we found corruptors. Alright, so finally some action. Here we go. Corruptors hunting overlords. Mike's got 3 here with 4 roaches on the way, and nice little Hydralisk army gonna chase these off. They did snipe a single overlord. Oh, are they gonna get the second one? And it goes down. 2 overlord kills for these corruptors, and really should have bought the range upgrade for the Hydralisk at this point. He is now heavily supply capped, 56 over 36. So not a bad little harassment from Mike, not losing any of his corruptors and sniping off a couple overlords. This one would really be a nail in the supply coffin at this point if he was able to find that. Meanwhile, let's look at the macro for both players. Mike is now once again a queen at full energy. Both of them are on 2 bases with 22 harvesters apiece. Or excuse me, Mike has 23 now. So continuing to do the slowest macro ever. These 3 corruptors watching this expansion. Overseer over here probably could get away with another changeling, as Wally is now deciding to continue to build. Mike taking up Infestation Bit Hydralisk, then 2 more extractors at his expansion and some drones. Meanwhile, a creep tumor being produced for Wally, as well as a couple more Hydralisks. So both players just kind of sitting back, once again happy to macro, not a lot of aggression in this game. Wally has some corruptors of its own now as he snuck a spire out there. These overlords could probably be generating creep around the back of his base just to give the Hydras a little more movement. He should also... well, they traveled that pretty quick. And an army moving out for Wally. Maybe we'll see some action. Let's see. 4 corruptors moving out, and we have 4 mutalisks and 3 corruptors over here. Let's see what Wally can do. Wally attacking corruptor on corruptor, and these mutas are going to be able to clean this up just fine. As now he's focused fire to the mutas, and the corruptors only doing damage extra towards massive. Not going to be the... this is pretty much a loss. I would have flown back to my Hydralisk a while ago. But I guess he decided to retreat this ground army. No, we'll see what's going on here. Quite a few Hydras, a few roaches, and a muta or 2 may be able to hold this off, but I don't know. This could be some trouble if Wally decides to push with this Hydra Roach army, but nope. He's decided he's going to pull back, and I think he really needs to attack now, as any longer that he waits is going to be some trouble. Let's see how this queen's doing. Well, could be spawning larvae on this hatchery, but Mike's got bigger things to worry about right now, like doing almost nothing. Yep. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's building a corruptor and another spine crawler. And the 3rd one coming up here probably. Yep. Mike loves these spine crawlers. Look at him just clicking like a madman everywhere. He is the master of the mouse, as he does not use the keyboard. I cannot stress that enough. And this game is just dragging on and on. It's hard to find things to talk about. They're not doing so much. Wally, queen management, spreading the creep highway. Really liking that. Mike, not so concerned with it. This Automaton 2000. Look at this little thing. This is an interesting doodad, as we have nothing whatsoever to watch action-wise on the map right now. Oh, an Overlord moving out here. Let's see what he decides to do. Oh, Wally, thank you. Finally researching Hydralisk range, as well as cranking out 6 more Hydras. This is going to be a fairly effective counter to Mike's extremely air-heavy forces here. Greater Spire finally going up for Mike. It looks like we're going to see a transition into Broodlords. Generating creep over here. Not really sure why. Maybe he plans on expanding. Don't know. Maybe he just wanted to watch it. We'll never know. Anyways. This expansion really not quite saturated yet, just over 9 drones there. Mike, meanwhile, has macro a little bit better. Got both the gases going, as he's going to need that for Broodlords. Zergling's moving out now, and probably just to do some scouting. We'll see what they do in a moment as they get closer. Hive is in play for Mike. Meanwhile, it looks like Infestation Pit just going down for Wally. There it is. Probably going to be looking to get Hive Tech as well. Meanwhile, Wally, no upgrades. Let's see what Mike's got going on here. He's got 0 ground upgrades. Does he have any Spire upgrades? No. Why would we upgrade the main force of your army? And the Zerglings retreating back. Apparently they were on expansion patrol. Not quite sure what's going on here. Probably need to expand for each player. 5 overlords going up from Mike. Apparently he was supply capped. Yes, he is. He's got 1,500 minerals and 1,200 gas now. Not a very efficient use of his resources at this point. So this game still dragging on. No one's really attacking. Everyone's just waiting to macro up. And actually, the supply count right now, pull that up, 103 to 104, so fairly even. Mike has a much heavier focus on air. 3 Broodlord Cocoons morphing now, so we should see those fairly soon. These Zerglings and a handful of Roaches. Really just trying to hold this front door and protect the tech buildings at this point. And surprised we haven't seen more Overlord harassment. Mike had a fairly effective attack with his Corruptors early on. A couple more rolling out. Should maybe try and do that a little bit more. Overseer, and apparently all these Overlords just really love this Overseer right here, as he's for some reason got them on follow. We'll watch that development further. And still macroing up. More Hydralisks for Mike now, as it appears he wants to build up his ground army just a little bit more. 3 more Broodlords. So no Corruptors, I believe, remaining on the field for Mike. Let's look. Nope. Only Broodlords, so we'll see how this works out for him. Each player now has 30 or so Harvesters. And Wally taking the gold expansion finally. Not a bad play. However, he really should have taken probably this one as well. And just creep highway all the way down, because he's going to have a lot more money pretty soon. However, it looks like we might actually get to a 200 army before either of these players are willing to attack. Oh, wait. The Broodlords are in transit for Mike, so we'll see how this goes. This could be a fairly effective attack. However, Wally has quite a few Hydralisks if you're looking up here. It's 43. 43 Hydralisks, I think, can deal with this no problem. As it's only 6 Broodlords, and sniping the Spire, we'll see what Wally's reaction is. This Queen's probably going to fall fairly soon as well. Come on, here come the Hydras, moving in, and retreating with the Broodlord smartly, but he might be able to snipe one if he tries. Come on, get him, get him, get him. Snipe, 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 snipe. And 1 Broodlord down, 2 Corruptors are out. Probably needs to retreat as he's out of range of the Broodlords. Kinda silly to be standing here letting your entire Hydralisk army get sniped by those Broodlings. Let's see what he's up to now. He is down to 30, so already lost 18 Hydralisks. Not a very smart use of the defensive perimeter here. He could probably even stand to lose this Roach Warren, because anything past this, those Broodlords are going to be in the range of the Hydralisks on the ground, so we'll see how this turns out. Keeping them at the edge where the Broodlords can outrange them, not a very good idea. We'll see if he has the wisdom to back them up. And 14 more Hydralisks on the way for Wally, which is what he's going to need. However, standing here, letting them die one by one, not a very effective plan. A couple Corruptors coming to push him back, but it looks like he's going to lose those Corruptors to the Mutalisks, and with no Spire, he is going to be hard-pressed to keep this current strategy of letting all his guys get shot by the Broodlords and then chasing them back with Corruptors. And a Corruption actually goes down. And another Broodlord falls. Don't see that a whole lot. I believe Broodlords do count as massive, yes. So these Corruptors are going to do 20 damage. And 4 more Broodlord Cocoons, as well as an extra Broodlord on the way for Mike. Substantial ground army with a couple mutas holding his front door. He's looking to be in a commanding position right now, as he does have air dominance. This expansion not doing a whole lot for Wally right now. Probably needs to transfer some of these workers here. He's down to 600 or 700 mineral left on these patches, and only mining from 5 patches. So Broodlord's moving in here now, up to 8. a substantial force, and we're going to turn on health bars for just a moment. Yep, 34, 33, 31, 30, 27 Hydralisks and counting. Now he finally realizes what a terrible position his army is in, as it is just getting completely roasted by all of these Broodlords. Just mercilessly killing them, trying to hold all the Broodlings back, but he does not have the army for that. More Hydralisks desperately coming in. The Mutas coming in to clean people up now. And it looked like Mike will probably be able to end this finally. And here we go. More Broodlords coming in. Quite a few Mutas just crushing the main base. Finally got a Spire up, but just a little too late. 5 Hydras on the way for Wally. And here come the Zerglings. Mike is being ruthless. Knows he's got this game in the bag. Sends all the Lings in. And this game is over with. So looks like Mike's going to go up 2 games in the best of 5 series of No Talent Invitational, as we're now calling it. Well, certainly a debacle, as Wally decided to keep his army here, not really realizing the Broodlords do damage both with the main shot, and then the Broodlings continue to do damage as they're on the ground. This expansion is going to go down. All the tech buildings for Wally gone. 6 Hydras here. Not going to be able to stop this. So Wally has left the game, and we will continue on to game 3. Wally needs to take it, or he's going to be in some trouble. Alright, thanks for watching.